Well, that's right, race fans. It's time for another exciting Formula Rock highlight video. It's round number 11 from Dover JCR, the Monster Mile, January 18th, 2007, and what a weird night this was. Some kind of weird connection problems, issues on the racetrack. We finally got the thing going. We had 16 drivers roll off of the race, including brand new driver to Formula Rock, Smash'em, who used to race at R3 Motorsports back in the dirt days. Anyway, your pole sitter for this event, number 58, Mark B. His first pole of the season, if I'm correct. I may be wrong, but when am I ever right? With a 195.165 mile per hour lap. I'm glad I'm able to organize all this and have it make sense for you people. All right, coming down for the green flag. This camera angle, by the way, brought to you by Craven from Rock Racing. John Shelton has signed on to help us out with camera angles when we need his help, and so he's done that for us, and these are some great camera angles he's given us for this race. Anyway, Mark B out front, Tucson 4 second, Prez in third, Snake Oil in fourth. You're on board with Row Warrior, who's trying to get up alongside Snake Oil, coming down the front straight. This is a battle for fifth place. Snake is going to hold him off as we start this race on the Monster Mile. You're looking at, this would be RPM in the 00 Rock Beer Shack ride car coming down the straight. The thing about this racetrack, these cars are so fast on the Monster Mile, it's actually more like racing at Bristol than it is on a mile track, in case you're wondering. All right, you're looking at DBD in one of two American flag rides on the track. Number 15, DBD, right behind Row Warrior. Back up front, Tucson 4 has dropped to third behind Armalat with Prez right in there. This is the top four guys duking it out in the very early stages of this event. All righty then, I believe it's 100 laps, by the way. I should know. I set the race distance. Mark B out front. Number 58, Amberbach ride on the racetrack. As we come down into another one. Oh, we've got contact on the front straight. Craven's new camera angle. Let's take a look at that again. It's Camaro Guy 327 and Crazy Mark, who comes off the wall. There's contact. It's a big accident. Camaro Guy's going to get some huge altitude right there. That will ruin your day, although both cars will continue amazingly, despite smacking the inside wall. And then under yellow flag, DBD is going to stop on the racetrack, probably trying to get his iPod plugged back in. That's going to cause a little contact on the racetrack there. So Randy R3 is going to join Camaro Guy 327 and Crazy Marv in the pits, getting that number 3 car checked out. No damage, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Everybody will continue. As I said, it was a weird night, weird things happening under yellow flag, and there'll be more of them. So, you know, that's a good thing. No, it's not. Mark B brings us back down as we're looking at Craven's fine camera angles. The green's out. We're racing. Armalat goes to the bottom, hoping to pull off a pass. That's probably going to work. I didn't think it did, but apparently it does. Armalat in the lead. Tucson 4 follows him through. Mark B kind of gets stuck out there on the high side. Going to drop a bunch of positions, but Tucson 4 feeling racy on this night. Dives underneath Armalat, picking up the lead as we come down, enjoying Craven's camera angles. Meanwhile, a little bit farther back, Snake Oil has gotten by Mark B as well. That's fourth place, if I'm not mistaken, and oftentimes I am, okay? You're on board the American flag ride of DBD right behind Row Warrior. This is a top 10 battle right here, coming on to the back straight as DBD pushes onward. Now, for no reason at all, RPM just cruising along, blows a motor, and that's going to trigger this nightmare. Huge accident on the track, involves Dixie Dan, RPM, Lance Mofo Noop, brand new driver Smash'em's in there. Let's try to sort this thing out. Taz Jr. 8's involved. The motor blows. Lance Mofo Noop's right behind him, can't get woed up in time to miss him, gets him to the back. Dixie Dan gets involved. Taz Jr. 8 does a huge crash into the fence. This crash takes Lance Mofo Noop out of the race. That's a huge accident for Lance. And he is out way, way, way too early in this event. Take a look at that again. There's the Dixie Dan right behind the blown motor. The crash happens right in front of him. No place to go. Slaps the outside wall. And then as he's coming to a stop, Smash'em's going to plow into him right here. More accident. We'll take another look at that. I just like this camera angle. There you go. All right, we'll take a look at that again. You're looking at Taz Jr. 8 behind the incident, minding his own business, just gets caught up. Huge altitude into the fence there. He's going to have heavy, heavy damage, and that will wreck his competitiveness for the end of the day, for the rest of the day. You're on board with Randy R3 as the crash happens up ahead. You'll see cars bouncing everywhere. R3 luckily gets through. Whoa, just luckily gets through that one. All right, you're looking to smash him. Brand new driver to Formula Rock. First event in an open-wheel car crash is happening. He goes to the outside, thinks he's got it cleared. Oh, no, Dixie Dan's there. And that's damage for everybody. All right, took a while to clean up that mess. When we finally get it all straightened out, Tucson 4 still has the lead. The pace car is in. Armalet second, Prez third, Snake Oil fourth, Mark B fifth. The green is out, and we are back to racing here at beautiful Monster Mile or Dover. There you go. Tucson 4 leading on the track. Crazy Marv then. Now watch Camaro guy. He's going to warp. When he reappears, he's into Crazy Marv. It's a simple spin. Not a big deal, but he's already been involved in one big wreck, and I think his motor just couldn't stand it anymore. Because he is out of the event with a blown motor right there. All right, then. Going back to green flag racing. Green's out. We're racing. Field comes down. Back to exciting racing action. Our first visit to Dover, and the excitement never stops. Okay. Enjoying the camera angles as we watch the race continue. Snake Oil now, still in fourth. Prez ahead, Mark B behind, coming through the corner onto the front straight. That would be the front straight. All right, you got Johnny Kaz and Randy R3. This is a battle for ninth. These guys just kind of cruising around, waiting to see what happens up ahead. Early in the event, no sense going crazy yet, as this race pushes onward in the course event. Now here you're looking at Smash Him. He raced in the old R3 Motorsports Stadium Off-Road Racing Series a few years ago, has decided to try his hand at open-wheel racing, and this is his very first event, brand new rookie on the racetrack. Welcome to Formula Rock. Smash him. All right, back up front. Tucson 4 racing with Armalat. Armalat wants that as many points as he can get. He's in the championship fight, dives underneath Tucson 4, pulls up the pass for the lead. Looks like Prez is trying to go with him here. Let's take a look and see if he can do it. Not that time. All right, then, there's your battle up front. But about a lap later, Prez is going to go underneath Tucson 4, pull into second place anyway, as this race continues onward. And now we're looking at, well, we're not looking at him yet, but now we are number 53, Road Warrior. And a lot of people have wondered, they've asked me, what did Road Warrior do before he raced open-wheel cars? Because he just joined us at the beginning of this season, as a matter of fact. Well, you know, a couple of years ago, before Roe was driving these open-wheel cars, he used to be a stadium off-road racer. And here he is in his buggy, the light buggy car, at a track called Mickey Thompson Dome, which I built, actually, several years ago. So if you're wondering what kind of experience Road Warrior has, here he is on the racetrack, in a dirt track, sliding her sideways at the Mickey Thompson Dome. That was pretty interesting, wasn't it? All right, back up front. Prez has made a pass on Tucson 4, taking the lead, dropping, well, actually sticking Armalat out to dry on the outside. He'll fall back quite a bit. Back to Road Warrior. A couple of laps later, he's going to just tap the back of Snake Oil. Snake Oil gets loose. DBD can't avoid him. We've got another, ouch, big accident here on the Monster Mile. Road Warrior and Snake Oil will continue, but that's another yellow flag right there. Let's sort this one out. Little tap. Snake Oil's getting loose, trying to save it. DBD can't avoid him. Oh, man. Snake Oil head on into the crash wall. Gets tangled up with Road. Ooh, slaps the inside wall as well. That's going to damage up his car. We're looking at DBD now. He just can't avoid Snake Oil. Slams the wall. And his motor lets go. And that's the end of the day for DBD right there as well. And then, yeah, add a shot to Snake Oil, or to Johnny Cass, you know, just as you're going by. I guess every wreck happens right in front of Randy R3, so here's another one happening right in front of Randy R3. Oh, just gets through that one. And just for fun, let's take a look at what happens to Johnny Kaz. The wreck happens, he gets collected, slaps the wall, does a nice long, lazy spin down the straight, and just before he gets going again, a little hit from DBD, just, you know, to say hi. That brings pretty much everybody in for half the field in for pit stops. And then as we're back, we're lining up under yellow flag conditions. Prez leaves his braking way too late. Slams into the back of Smash Him, who was just cruising along. Let's take a look at that again. Like we said, it was a very weird night. Cars are lining up. Randy R3 is joining the lineup. Prez is trying to catch the field. Leaves his braking way too late. Oh. Gets into the back of Smash Him, who was just cruising along. All right. Like we said, very weird night in Formula Rock racing. Anyway, we're coming back down. Oh, we're still trying to line up. We're waiting for the pace car. The leader's slow up to let the pace car catch up. We've got cars smacking into cars, and this accident actually takes Mark B out, and we were under yellow flag at the time. Like I said, very strange night at Formula Rock. Okay, green flag's out. We're back to racing. Tucson 4 with the lead. Armalad in second place. Already opened up a little bit of a gap on the rest of the field. In third place, we have Camaro Guy 327. Right behind him in fourth, Randy R3. As we get back up to speed. Row Warrior goes to the inside of the now damaged Smash'em, following behind the now damaged Dixie Dan. Okay, lots of damage out there, but still continuing. And Taz Jr. 8, although heavily damaged, is still pressing on, picking up a few points. Anyway, the battle for third heats up. Randy R3 dives underneath Camaro Guy 327, picking up the third spot as we come out of turn 4 onto the front straight. There you go. That was a good guess because it could have been the back straight. I didn't know. All right, anyway, back up front. Tucson 4 has the lead. Armalat second place. As the battle continues, I think these two guys working together, trying to draft away from third and fourth, which is probably smart on their part. A couple laps later, they're going to catch up to the lapped car of Smash'em, who's off pace because of his damage. And this is going to set up an issue. Smash'em goes wide, lets him go. Randy R3 sees the lap car coming up, sees him on the bottom, decides he'll pass him on the outside to leave the rookie driver alone. Goes to the outside, thinking it's going to be cool. There's contact, and your point leader just got his car hosed up. Let's take a look at that from another angle. Randy R3 coming up on the lap car of Smash'em. Goes wide around the outside. Smash'em's car pushes up into Randy R3. We have serious contact on the track. This wreck will take Smash'em out of the race, especially right about here when snake oil gets into him. But if you look at Randy R3's car, it's heavily damaged. Oh, we're going to take a look at it again. Smash him into the wall. He's upside down, sliding down the track. Snake oil's coming along, trying to avoid him. Doesn't make it. Big wreck for Smash'em. And that will take Smash out of his very first event in Formula Rock. Randy R3 coming in for a long stay in the pits, and that gets him daydreaming about the old days when he used to be a stadium off-road racer like Row Warrior and Camaro Guy 327. This is a track Randy R3 built. This is actually a meteor crater on the racetrack. You have to come down into the crater, drive through this huge water hole in the bottom, then you come up the other side. There's Randy R3 leading an event at the track he built called Bicycles in Stain. And when you're sitting in the pits for a long time, you can daydream about the good old days when you used to race on dirt, but that doesn't help you do well in your current race. So, as we go back to green flag racing, Tucson 4 is out front. And that would be Camaro Guy, also a former dirt track racer. And I ran out of clips, so I'll have to put one in of Camaro Guy in another video. Anyway, green is out. Tucson 4 has the lead, but a little bit farther back. There's a little contact on the track. Armalat and Perez get involved. The damaged car of Randy R3 gets up into the top 5, where his car, obviously, you'll notice the rear wing, shouldn't really be in the top 5, if you know what I'm saying. So Armalat takes care of that situation, putting Randy R3 back to 6th. Thanks a lot. That's the two guys battling for the championship right now, by the way. Although Perez is involved as well, those two guys are in a tight battle. Up front, Tucson 4 finally having a good race. He's had a lot of good races, but it's always usually something bad happens, but he's leading now big time. He will lead the most laps, in fact. Camaro Guy 327 racing with Johnny Kaz. Johnny Kaz dives to the inside. Looks like he's going to pull off the pass. Camaro Guy stays way wide and allows Johnny Kaz by. Very nice, clean racing. Armalat follows him through. These two guys now into the top 3 behind Tucson 4 as we continue. All right, then a couple laps later, Armalat dives to the bottom, realizing he has a golden opportunity to pick up a bunch of points on the damaged Randy R3. Armalat has the pedal down, trying to score points. Taz Jr. 8 finally decides it's time to give up the ghost. The car is a wreck, and he parks it for the night. Randy R3, meanwhile, in 6th, has 2 other cars catching up on him. That's Row Warrior and Perez. And it isn't more than a lap or 2 before Row Warrior and Perez go by the wrecked ride of Randy R3. Oh, I guess we're going to keep watching that for a while. But we were done. I didn't know. Back up front, Tucson, Armalat, Johnny Kaz go by the damaged car of Dixie Dan as we continue the event. Looking at the fine camera angles. All right then, here's your lead group. You're now on board with 3rd place, looking at the other 2 lead cars. Tucson 4 in front, Armalat 2nd, Johnny Kaz in this cat ride, running in 3rd place, taking you on a lap around the beautiful Monster Mile. As we go through turns 3 and 4, coming back onto the straightaway, you've just run a lap at Dover. How do you feel? Now things are going to start happening pretty fast, so hang on to your seats. First thing to take place Tucson 4 drops out of the lead because he's got to make his pit stop. We've had a long green flag stint, no yellows. In fact, we don't have any more yellows, period. Fuel's running out. That elevates Armalat and Johnny Kaz into the top 2 positions, while Prez, Row Warrior, and now Camaro Guy 327 are the other 3 guys in the top 5. You're on board with Camaro Guy right behind Row Warrior. We're looking at Prez as well. This is the battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th as we continue on. Meanwhile, Tucson 4 is out of the pits. He's all the way back in 8th, but he knows everyone else has to pit. He's just going to bide his time and see what happens. The next car in is Camaro Guy dropping out of 5th place. He's going to run afoul of some officials, and that will drop him out of competitiveness before the end of the race. Armalat and Johnny Kaz continuing to try to stretch out a lead because they both know they have to pit. Soon, it's Johnny Kaz into the pits for his final stop, and that'll drop him back to about 7th as this continues on. Prez and Row Warrior going by the now out of contention Camaro Guy 327. Thanks a lot, officials. All right, at this stage, Armalat is all by himself. Everyone around him has pitted. And now Randy R3 in the wrecked car comes in, decides not to take on any tires, seeing if he can salvage some kind of a finish. So just a quick splash of fuel, no tires. Randy R3 trying to do something with that car. Meanwhile, Armalat is in. He has the same idea, pulls in, gets a splash of fuel, no tires, although he probably needs them since he's burning them up, back on the track. All right then, Row Warrior coming in for his final stop out of the top 3 is going to, a little too much speed. He spins past the opening to the pits, and that will cost him heavily before this race is over. So, let's take a look at your top 5. That final stop with no tires helped Randy R3. He's able to limp that car into a top 5 finish, surprisingly enough, considering how far off the pace it was. Pit strategy gets 5th place for Randy R3. Bringing it home 4th place, Prez, one of the 3 guys in the points battle for the championship at the moment. Another good finish for Prez, 4th place at Dover. I don't think he got involved in any wrecks either. Anyway, 3rd place, Johnny Kaz. One of those guys says he doesn't like the ovals, but he keeps having these good finishes on them. Johnny Kaz, one little spin up the straight, contacted in a wreck that wasn't his, but still continues on, grabs 3rd. Bringing it home 2nd, finally a good run for Tucson 4. He's had so many races where he's been up front and something bad has happened. Not today. Tucson 4 will bring it home, leading the most laps and taking 2nd place. Congratulations on that finish. But bagging his 2nd win in a row, 3rd of the season, and elevating himself to just 16 points back behind Randy R3. 45, Armalat takes a much-needed win and a big jolt in his points championship hopes. So here are your final race results from Dover. And I guess before I finish off, I should have told you where we're going next week, but I forgot to look at the schedule, so I have no idea. But we're going someplace. It'll be a road course of some sort because we've run 2 ovals. It's time for the road course, so we'll see you all next week. Thanks for coming out and competing, guys. It was a weird race, weird night. They don't happen that often, but every now and then they do. And now Armalat's going to dazzle us with some winner's donuts right here, people. Sit back and get ready to enjoy a man celebrating his win. Okay, well, he'll do it. Here they come. Here come. And those are some sickly ass donuts right there, man. Let's just cut to the end.